Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome. Today we are playing the Beginner's Guide. Now this was from the same people who created the Stanley Parable, and yeah, I don't really know too much about it. As I said, I like to just dive straight in and find out what it's got to offer, but this should be really fun and really well done, because I did watch a hell of a lot of Stanley Parable, but I've never played it myself, just because I watched so much of it. But hell yeah, let's go man, let's go. So the beginner's guide, what is it? What is it? Yes, the audio is definitely on. I can hear the birds. Do I say D and left mouse? Alright, gotcha. Alright, tell me a
Hi
story.
there. Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way.
Oh.
And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
He's not really giving me a chance to speak, which I guess is fine. But honestly, so far, I'm really interested in to see what's going to go on here. As someone who likes to make and think about games all the time myself, I just, anything to do with games, it just fascinates me so much. So I want to know what this guy's created and, not managed to share with the world. Holy crap. Whisper machine stays out. What? I can shoot.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm actually already excited. What the hell? Alright, I'm gonna go and shoot stuff. Shoot stuff. Shoot. Left, right, left, right. We're gonna go where the fire is. I guess we're not going where the fire is. Alright. We'll go this way. I'm already, I just love it, man. If this is really a showcase of his games, God, I can't wait to see this stuff. I really can't. Right, beeping. A lot of beeping. Some doors. That's not really a door. Just a frame of a door. And in here... Why have I got a gun?
Hostile alien life forms in
Oh! Oh, whoa. Where is this hostile alien life forms you're talking
It
about?
kind of looks
huh?
like this game was abandoned mid-development.
Yeah,
For
a little
instance,
bit.
you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere.
Yeah, that's
but then
the idea.
clearly there are no enemies anywhere.
Oh.
You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
Oh, yeah.
But ultimately, we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Right. Okay. I see. This is really cool to see inside someone else's mind while developing, really. So, we want to see it for what it is and
I
not
love how you
what
can
it
see
could
the
be.
bottom of the universe from this room.
Alright, I see. I dig this. We can get down with this. Alright, where do we go? There's some holes for some reason. Can't go out here. Nothing's really going on out there. Can we go in here? Oh, we can. Alright, there's some corridor. We got some lights. Is this supposed to be some type of maze? Oh,
Apparently,
it is.
this space station has a labyrinth on it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know
Sure,
why.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Please. I'd never find where the hell I'm going. Alright, that's cool. This is really cool.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting.
Right.
The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Alright, the whisper machine. We gotta turn it off. This is the whisper machine.
You there, in the engine room.
Yeah?
You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine.
Right.
We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature.
My body.
Your body could
Yeah.
stop the beam.
Thought so.
It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Sure. Yeah. I'll save people. La. Oh, damn. I'm dead.
Let me pause here for a second.
Okay.
What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Alright. What? Okay, I'm respawned again. There's light leaking through. I'm guessing there's some lights on the other side of this. So he goes through here. And then he jumps in. Oh. Yeah, we float up. Okay.
The beam causes you to start floating.
Yeah.
And this is an important moment for me.
Legit?
Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system.
Yeah.
Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Oh, that was cool. That was cool. No one knows what his mind is behind these, but you know, it's weird how a creative person's mind works. You know, they're all different. Everybody's different, and it really is just interesting to see how his mind was thinking at this time. Because these are, I think, are going to be some pretty crazy games.
So try walking backwards.
Yep. I can only walk backwards.
In this game, you can only walk backwards.
I knew it. Alright, that's legit. So I have to just walk back, but then I have to not fall down here, right? Yeah, that's fine. I'm an expert at this. Okay, just keep going down. Oh god, I'm not an expert. Holy crap. I'm not as expert as I thought I was. I know there's a wall.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative.
Right,
It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Keep changing. That is good, because the future keeps changing because the current events keep changing. When she stops and locks. Oh, okay. It becomes clear. Yeah, because I have to stop moving backwards to actually turn around. Well, no, I don't. See, I mean, I'm trying to understand his mind as well. Like, God knows, it could mean anything. So it becomes clear what's behind me when I stop and look. How will she find the strength? What does this say down here? I kind of want to make sure I get everything. But if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength to confront it?
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm loving it though, I'm really loving it. Alright. So, if he's thinking in this kind of manner, maybe this means that, you know, we can't see what's, you know, like the whole world around us is, you know, is just mysterious and we don't know about it, maybe, possibly. You are now entering. What am I entering? Nothing.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Yeah. I come down with that. I mean, I think it just means
oftentimes Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Wow. Okay.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, that's a very common thing when you're designing something or you're doing anything to do with games. Is it... Oh, it's getting slower and slower. Is it the process?
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So
we can't make it.
If Coda's not showing these
so
games to
long
anyone,
to reach a goal.
Why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Right, there's nothing in the door, right? There's nothing in here. I'm guessing. Oh no, because if you keep going, you'll have the patience to actually reach this. I don't think it'll be anything amazing. Okay. Stand on an X and staring at the bear for 3 hours. A stranger appears. You must address the game of eager reporters. A game of only
room that's warm and nice and
game where you have to
little
scream into a
ideas
mic
for
15
games.
minutes. You walk around telling people from pursuing their hopes and dreams. A series of lavish manuals.
Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
I mean, as somebody like who thinks of ideas for games and stuff, oh, okay, that one did quick. I don't know, they didn't seem... It seems like he more had a message than a game idea, if you know what I mean. And he just wanted to convey that message in this kind of digital form. I don't know. Personally, there's a line between a game that's enjoyable for people and a game that carries a message. And I think he was definitely one that pushed for that message. This looks like a Half-Life map, maybe. Okay. I'm assuming this is it. Doesn't really do much else. Oh, okay.
Well, this is new for Coda.
It's
an actual puzzle.
No, it's
Go
not.
ahead and see if you can solve it.
Do I pull this? I didn't know about that. What is this, though? Geronimo! Oh, okay. Do I have a flashlight, or... Okay, it's a puzzle. Alright, maybe it is a puzzle then. Unless it's an unsolvable puzzle, and he was trying to prove that no matter how hard you try, you can't... Wait, do I pull it again? Oh wait, I know what it is. I think I have to do this. Oh god, I trapped myself. Only I can do that. Oh, well, there we go. There we go. I knew it was something like that.
Because we're going to see this puzzle again soon.
Right, okay.
We're going to see it a lot.
Oh, okay. Is that some kind of... It's meaningful, obviously, to him. Alright then. There's a door. I don't know, it really does. He has a point though. I mean, even just seeing this, there's very simple premises, or he's got like an idea behind what he wants to do, and it makes me want to do something.
You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end.
Yeah.
Simple enough.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Oh god, okay. What the hell is all of that?
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing.
Yeah.
I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world.
Yeah, wow.
Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Your role is to be told, I guess.
There was more to it than we had any way of knowing.
Okay. This again. You're not exiting.
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
This is really intriguing. I'm sorry if I'm not talking much, because obviously this has a narrator, so, you know, it's already talking for me, essentially. And it's explaining things to me, so, I mean, I think it's good we just listen, really. What is this? It looks kind of nice. Where am I? Some white plains.
Let's talk about video game development for a second.
Oh, I like that.
Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do.
This is probably Unity.
So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Yeah. Like the Unreal Engine, or the Unity Engine, or the Frostbite Engine, or
to make all of these
kind
games, Coda is using an engine called Source.
Oh, okay.
Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly.
Like
one of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
Yeah, I mean, I've not used the Source engine before.
The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Yeah. Well, I dig that. I mean, again, like I was saying, I haven't used Source Engine, but I have used other engines, and I can understand what he means. Sometimes the engine, like, does what it does best, and he does look like he's sticking to that. You know, you can see the house and stuff is very boxy, but what is it, 2009 this was made in, so you should kind of probably expect it from 2009. Can I go in here? No? But I mean, hell, if I made this, I'd be pretty proud of it, to be honest with you. I mean, it might not look most tremendous, but at least if you had this as your vision and you actually did it, then you've got a completed project, or a completed, you know, a complete product in a way, in your own mind. So, I mean, I hope he was proud of this. It's not easy to finish something you start in anything. Can I go to the toilet? No? Can I go out again? Yeah, alright. Oh, this one opened for me. Must be the way. Oh dear. Okay, we're under the map. Or are we? Can I jump? Oh, I can. Jump! This would be a terrible time to be afraid of heights. Holy crap. Whoa! This is cool. We're just jumping everywhere. Oh my god. Do we fall down here? Yes, we do. I don't know where we're going. Just FYI. But I'm sure it's a fun place where we're going. Oh god, I nearly got pushed off then, I think. Where I'm going, calm down, holy crap, I'm sorry. Oh crap. Oh, there is a bottom on it. So maybe we can just jump straight down? I don't know, let's play it how he meant for it to be played. I think he just means he wants everyone to jump on these things. Alright. Jeez, I felt like I was sliding then. It's really weird, this. Like, really, really weird. I just feel like I'm sliding off when I press WSAD and not, you know, moving off. It feels really weird. Like this, it feels like I'm sliding down when I'm trying to move. It's kind of odd. Oh, there's a black hole down there. Do I have to jump in it? Oh, wow. Alright, I can dig this. What's this? Is it just a light that I can't get to? Because it's in glass? Goddamn glass. Anyway. See, look at this. Even the architecture, it really is good. Like, just look at it. Anyway, it's getting to that time, actually, so I'm going to have to end this episode here, but we will definitely continue with this. It's really interesting to me, especially. So I hope everyone enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like the video. But that's all for now. So until next time, goodbye.